What's up, real estate agents across the world? Hey guys, Duane Richins. I come on often for lives and I want to take some time just to get back to you guys, answer some questions, and see if there's anything that I can do to add value back to you as you go through this crazy life in real estate and how to build your business. So jump on here, ask questions. This is just a Q&A. I put out a lot of content. I've had a lot of people find success with this. So I'd love just to hear, what questions you guys have. And so I'm going to give you a few minutes to jump on here and get going. But I would say the biggest thing that I tell people is door-to-door real estate is so profitable for one reason. You're face-to-face, you're at the appointment, you're ready to close. You simply just have to impress them with your questions and your knowledge. So a couple people are on. Once again, Q&A here. So jump in the chat. Yeah, I'd love to chat with you or call me and we can role play. I'm going to put my number in here right now. Oops, forgot a 4. What are some questions you guys have? What things can I go over with you that would help you move your needle in your real estate business to the next level? There's quite a few people on now. So call me or chat something. What is something that I can help with that will change your business? Because guys, constantly I'm hearing from you guys on YouTube, and it makes me so happy to hear this, that you have found success using my script. You have gone out and used some of the things that I'm teaching and are now closing more real estate. So guys, love that. Love it. So jump on, don't be shy. There's multiple of you guys on here. Jump on here and let's take a little bit of time. I've got the next 30 minutes that I'm going to go over this. Are any of you guys from the Atlanta area? Anybody from Atlanta? Say yep in the chat if you are, or close to Atlanta. I'm going to give away some free tickets to my question-based selling seminar for next Monday, a week from today. So if anybody's in that area, I've got just 2 things I'm going to have you do. Just do a couple posts for me and comments, and I'm going to give you some free tickets. So make sure you reach out to me with a text, and I'll tell you which videos to post on and what comments to make, or just what's impacted you is mainly what I want to see. But guys, there's tons of people on here. Don't be shy. This is a Q&A. You jumped on a Q&A so that you could learn something. What are some questions you have, and who's willing to call me right now? Jump on a phone call. I'll record it. We'll play it back, and I'll help you with a role play session. How many of you guys would love a free listing packet? You guys want a free listing packet? Reach out to me again. My phone number's there. Just text me and we'll send you our free listing consultation, and no strings attached. Just want to provide value back to you guys. So guys, there's tons of you on here. Me, is that Nikisha? Is that how I say your name? Hope I'm not murdering that. Nikisha, message me. You've got my phone number right here. Text me your email address and I'll send out the free listing packet, unless you're in the Atlanta area and want free tickets to our seminar next Monday. Guys, it's going to be a killer event going over question-based selling. It's going to take me 4 hours to address that. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So anyway, if you want some free tickets to that and you guys live close to Atlanta, let me know. I have a lot of people flying in, some from Denver, some from Detroit, Indiana. We've got a lot of people flying in for the event, so I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, questions. Nikisha, what questions have you had since you started watching my stuff? You're brave enough to post. Guys, this Q&A doesn't work if we don't get participation. I would say one of the biggest things that I could coach you guys on is consistency. If you're constantly going out and doing the work, I don't care what your pitch is like, I don't care what your business is doing, you will be successful. But you've got to get out there, you've got to get in front of people, and you've got to talk to them. If you don't do those things, struggle is going to be real. So thank you, Nikisha, for being brave and bold and putting a question out there. I have a lot of questions. I don't know how to ask the question, but I do knock doors. Nikisha, would you be willing to jump on a phone call with me? You've got my phone number right there. Just call me. You don't need to put yours online. Just call me. I would love just to take this time because you're bold enough and brave enough to answer those questions for you and give you some free coaching that'll help your business get to the next level. So jump on here. Give me a call. Got my phone. It's right here waiting for you. So just waiting for you to call, and I'm ready to take it, and we'll pick up. Anybody else brave? I don't know if Takesha's going to be brave enough to call me, but I like that you're at least commenting. Guys, sorry to put you on the spot, but I do want to give value back to you. I want to help you to get where you need to be. I know without a doubt, if you'll follow the systems that we teach, you will find crazy, crazy value and be able to sell a lot of real estate. I have a guy in my program right now that is currently crushing it. Trevor, what's up, brother? Are you able to give us some questions you have, or do you want to jump on a phone call? I'm just looking for anybody that I can do a Q&A with. But this guy is only been in our program for about 3 months. He's closed 9 deals, folks, 9 deals, and is really crushing. I think he's put like 5 or 6 under contract. He's flying in from Indiana to our seminar this weekend or this next Monday. But Trevor, jump on here, brother. Give me some questions you're having. Call me. My phone number is in the text thread right above that. Nikisha, come on, don't be scared. This is going to be a lot of fun. I will not embarrass you. I promise. I'm just here to provide value back. So there's quite a few people online. Make sure you take advantage of this. Jose, Chapa, give me a call, dude. I'd love to answer some questions for you. So Jose, call me. Let's role play. Let me answer questions you have about door to door. I'm giving you guys one-on-one time right here, right now. My phone number's in the thread above, 801-243-4544. I'll mention once again, if you guys are in the Atlanta area, I'm going to throw out some tickets. Here's somebody calling me. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, it's delayed. I could hear you on my phone. That's awesome. Nikisha, you are wonderful. Tell me some of the questions. I'm going to put you on speakerphone, and then if you'll mute your audio, Nikisha.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me some of the questions you're having.
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know what to ask initially. I just knock the doors, walk up, and introduce myself. And
so what's your introduction like, Nikisha? Being a female, you automatically win over a guy every time. So what does your first intro look like?
Well, I just say, hi, I'm Nikisha, and I'm a realtor in the area. Okay, what do I say? I said, are you interested in buying, selling, or investing in real estate?
Okay, good. And how's their response typically?
Most times they're like, no.
And do you get so excited when they say no? I do.
If they say no, I'm like stunned, shocked. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Good. Well, this is a great place to start because guess what? The 99% of the people are going to say no. Okay. So Nikisha, that's wonderful. That's what I want them to say. Why do I want them to say no? I know you're thinking, Duane, you're crazy. Okay. I want them to say no because that tells me they're not actively out looking for houses. They're not with another real estate agent, but it's fresh on their mind. So my first question, I want you to write this down. You ready?
Yes.
Is this your forever home?
Is this your forever home?
How many people are going to say yes to that, and how many will say no? See how important that question is?
Jump off the bat and tell me they just did remodeling, and so that kind of tells me, oh, they're not going to move right now. But that's what I assume.
Okay, so, never assume, right? Because so many people may even remodel to sell. Now, what area are you knocking?
I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
Love it. Love it. So what demographic of homes are you knocking?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm confused as to where to knock. To be honest with you, it's like, I know I'm better off knocking, get in front of people because I'm that person. I'm not like somebody who likes to be behind the phone or even text or anything like that.
Good.
So I don't know where to go to knock. So I I knocked my community, and I've gotten the least response from knocking my community. So I say, okay, I won't do that. I'm so embarrassed when I knock my neighbors. People will look at me through the window and not even come out or anything. So I just drive not too far away, but not immediately my community, and then I will get more response from those people, at least to actually open the door and talk to me. Well, I don't know if I feel like I want to not the apartment doors, like people that live in apartments, and I feel like that's where I want to go. But then I'm like, where do I go? Where do I start? I'm literally confused about that.
Cool. So I'm going to tell you, that's one of the best things that I could teach you guys. And I've done a lot of videos on this, so make sure you go find them after. But you want to knock condos and townhomes or starter homes. Why?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Why would you knock those?
Condos or townhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, for condos, I think people don't really live there for long.
You got it.
Or they want to get a home at some point.
You got it.
Like
yes.
Starter homes where people start, so they want something more permanent.
You got it. So Nikisha, that's exactly it. You want to knock where people are going to move. Guess what? The average homeowner moves every 5 to 7 years. The average condo sells every 2 to 3 years. Okay. Now, what are condos and townhomes run in Phoenix?
What was the question?
How much do condos and townhomes cost in Phoenix?
I guess it does depend on where you're at.
Okay. What do you think what average would be? Would you say 300,000?
I think it's more than that, because like I said,
okay, good.
Phoenix is not so cheap anymore.
No. So in our market, a condo's run almost $400,000 and a townhome's going to be $5 million.
Yes, it's there about too.
Okay. So think of this. You go and sell their condo for $400,000. What do they buy if they move into that starter home? How much is a starter home? $6 million?
No, it's less. It's less than that.
$550,000?
It could go from $350,000 upwards, and it does depend on the area.
Okay. So let's say $400,000, right? Because if you're selling it for $400,000, and even if we say your condo price is $300,000 and you're selling them into a starter home at $400,000, that's $700,000 in real estate. That's a good commission, right? Because you're getting both sides. Now, I'm going to ask you this. How many of their friends are the same age in that same complex?
Maybe all of them. You
got it. So Nikisha, if you do an awesome job, guess what's going to happen? They're going to refer their friends and family.
For sure.
Okay. And then once you get one sign up in the neighborhood, my first year in real estate, well, let's just jump to my first month. My first month in real estate, I sold 10 townhomes in the same community. My first month.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's wonderful.
Well, it just goes to show you that if you'll stay put, once one or two people start doing it, the others will follow suit. They will see that it's a good time and they will do it. That's why you always ask if it's their forever home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's our next question after that? They said no. No, it's not my forever home.
No, it's not my forever home. So I would probably say, how long do you think you stay here?
Okay. So you're going to check timing. So when do you think you're going to move? I want you to change your question to that. When do you think you're going to move? Because we don't want to talk about staying. See the psychology behind this? You never want to mention staying. I'm always talking about moving because that's what makes me money and gets them to upgrade. And it's smart for them. Okay. So when do you plan on moving?
Okay. When do you plan on moving?
Same question, right, Nikisha? Just phrased a little different because you're talking about staying.
Right.
Okay. I'm talking about moving. So then what's your next question? I say a year. We're going to wait about a year.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If they say they're going to wait a year.
Do you just say, okay, here's my business card and I'm out of there?
No.
Good. Because there are agents that will. Cool. Contact me in a year. We'll touch base then. I'll follow up with you.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Right. Good, Nikisha. Good. Keep going. What are you going to say?
So they say they're going to move in a year. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Good. This is why repetition is so important. You got to get to where you are able to go over and over and over this to where there's no questions what you're going to say ever, right? Because then you're crazy confident. If they say a year, I'm going to say, why a year?
Okay. So you just ask him.
So I'm going to find out the objection. What's important in a year? Okay. Once they give you the objection, and then I'm going to ask them, hey, if I could save you a bunch of money by moving sooner, would you consider it?
That part.
Okay. And why do I ask them about saving money? Because tons of people, that's the biggest deciding factor is finances. Okay. So you ask them, hey, if I could save you a bunch of money by you moving sooner, would you consider it? 90% of the time, they're going to say yes. If they say yes, what does that mean? They're going to give you permission to teach them how.
Right. See, I got to learn how first.
Okay. So let's talk about it. What is the how? What do you think your market's going to do over the next year, 2 years? Nikisha, go up or down?
I would say up.
Okay. Why do you think up?
Well, in terms of value at the house, how up? Yes.
Okay.
Like there will be equity in homes if you buy now.
Okay.
I'm going to think that.
How much do you think they're going to go up over the next year?
Maybe a half or 1%. I don't know.
Just 1%? Okay.
Could be more. I'm just talking on top of my head. Like I don't know.
What has been average over the last 5 years?
That I would have to get into the numbers.
Right. And as a real estate agent, guys, we should always know these numbers. Nikisha, I'm asking you these same questions as if you were my client. Okay. The average over the last 5 years is crazy high. It's like 63%. But let's just say without COVID and all the crazy stuff that we've seen, what would be the average? It's actually closer to 15%, 10% in most markets. Let's just say 5%. So 5% of $20,000, of $300,000, how much is that? 30 times 5. It's going to be $15,000. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. What would happen if rates come down? If rates dropped again, what do you think would happen? Would prices go up or down?
You mean what will happen in the market?
Yes. What would happen with the real estate market?
I think you have more people wanting to buy now.
Okay. So if rates drop to 4%, what do you think would happen in the market? Do you think prices would jump up again?
Yeah.
Why? And what causes that? You said more people buying, but if more people are buying, what happens? Do you get bidding wars?
Yes, more bidding wars and therefore more high price.
Yes, you got it.
So, yeah.
So remember back 5 years ago when rates were 4%, how much were people paying over list price?
Way more than they should. I know.
Average is about $40,000 to $50,000.
I wasn't in the business yet.
You weren't yet? Okay. Average is about $40,000 to $50,000. So let's just say you buy and rates go and you get 5% appreciation. So you make $15,000. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, rates come down, which they're not projected to for the rest of the year, but they come down and we start getting bidding wars. Let's say you save $25,000. Although the average is 40 to 50. We're just going to say 25. So right now you're looking at $40,000 just in savings by purchasing before we have a spike. Would that $40,000 help you?
Yeah, of course.
Now, if prices jumped $40,000 right now, would you still be able to afford to go buy?
I want to say no.
Okay. It's hard, right? Remember, we're talking to condos and townhome people. This is a starter home. So how much money does $10,000 per month cost you? How much in your monthly payment does it change with $10,000 more of a purchase price?
With $10,000 more?
Uh-huh. It's a good number to have memorized, you guys. It's $40. Okay, it's $40. So if that changes and $40,000 more of a house payment, they're going to pay $160 more a month. That may not seem like a lot to some folks, but to people in a new starter home, that's a lot of money, right? So let me ask you this, Nikisha, how many questions have I asked you?
I lost count of them. That was a lot of questions.
That's it. That's all you should be doing is asking questions. Okay. So you got to ask question after question after question until you guide them through the process. I'm trying to help you understand why you need to buy today. So Nikisha, you've been awesome. I hope you write down some of these questions. I'm going to let somebody else jump on here with us. And sorry, we're doing a remodel. So I got people walking around my house, fixing electric and all this other stuff. But guys, thank you, Nikisha. Text or call me with any questions. I'd love to help you because I want to help you get a bunch of real estate sold. So thank you for being brave enough to jump on.
That's my main part there. All the math part is knowing how to ask the questions. So
well, we can help you with that. I can help guide you through that. It's an easy process. Once you learn it, game over. You're going to sell more houses than you know what to do with.
Okay, great.
So thanks, Nikisha. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. So that was awesome that Nikisha jumped on. Trevor, jump in here if you want to be next. Gabriel, Jose, any of you guys that want to give me a call, I would love to put you online, answer some questions for you, and go through this crazy rhythm of just question-based selling. Because that's honestly what this is all about. That's why that 4-hour question-based selling seminar, if any of you guys can make it to that conference, it's money. Trevor's calling me right now. Trevor, if you'll just mute your audio, I'll put you on speaker here.
Yeah.
Trevor, what questions do you have, my man?
Or would it be easier if I just turn up the light? Can you hear it or no?
I can hear you just fine. Yep.
Oh, but you're not getting feedback?
Nope.
All right, cool. Yeah, I guess I don't know if I have any particular questions. I guess obviously I just need to get on doors more.
I love it. I love it. So Trevor's on my real estate team. And so Trevor works a full-time job, but he's constantly tuning in to our stuff while he's at work and listening to get better. I love it. So it's just a matter of getting out and practicing. Trevor, can you think of any questions that you would want to bring up while we're live here on YouTube that I can help you with?
I guess. Sorry, I should have. The whole time you were talking, I should have come up with a question.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I guess I'll just, I don't know. I guess, I don't know.
Well, think of some questions and call me back if you come up with one.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good, brother. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you.
I think someone just tried to call me and I hung up on them on accident out of Washington. Is that any of you guys or is that a telemarketer? Let's call it back and see. We're not scared of cold calling. That is Jose. Jose, I just tried to call you back. Calling you again.
Hi, this is Jose.
All right, I'll wait for you, Jose. Call me back. I'm playing phone tag here. I'm getting your voicemail. So guys, oh, there he is. Here we go. Jose, my man, how are you, brother?
Jose, my man, how are you, brother? Doing great. How are you?
Good. Turn off your audio on your computer. That way we don't get duplicate feedback or an echo.
Perfect.
Well, Jose, what questions can I answer for you? I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah. So, curious.
the questions that you guys came up with so far, or that you come up with, are really good questions. Are those questions the basis, and more questions to help us ask the right questions to engage a potential seller?
Yes.
Do we have more?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. And here's the thing, Jose, people ask me for a script all the time. Okay. I sell scripts on my website. Guys, it will help you, but it's not going to get you where you need to be, because you can't use the same freaking script on every person.
No, definitely not.
You have to listen to what they say, formulate a script, and then walk them through a process.
Okay.
And so
Got it.
I do coaching, right? My coaching program's every Tuesday. I spend 100% of my time role playing with my coaching clients. And I'm the realtor. I'm the client, and I'm going to throw you off every time because I want you to learn how to listen. I am the hardest person in the world to role play with because I know where you should go, and I'm going to throw you off because I want to see if you're going to go there, and I want to make it hard for you. But guess what? Practice always sucks. But if you practice hard, game time's easy. And with my agents, I love to push them hard so that when they get out there and start knocking doors, they're like, oh my gosh, you were a laydown compared to Duane this week.
Okay.
So that's essential. We also role play twice a day with my groups.
Oh, awesome.
That's how essential this is. So you're not going to learn it overnight. And if anybody tells you, hey, you're going to get this overnight, they're liars.
Yeah.
They're liars. Right? There is no program. And here's the other thing about my programs, you guys. I don't want you in this eternally. I don't want you to be a Mike Ferry guy for 7 years in coaching. I want you to be able to get this down. And once you do, to be able to go sell $30 million in real estate. And I've done it with countless people. So I'm going to give you every secret sauce, all of the questions. And when you learn how to ask the right questions in the right timing, this is super easy. I got to the point where I was closing every 7 doors. Every 7 doors I talked to, I would pick up a listing.
Those are crazy numbers, but great numbers.
Yes.
And so part of, I saw one video, and one of your students was playing back his door knocking, actually recorded it. So is that what we essentially do? Is we
100%
review?
Yes. So go back. And just like I asked Nikisha, how many questions did I ask? She's like, I don't know, a lot of them. 99% of the time, Jose, you're going to record yourself and you're going to go back and listen, and you've asked 6 or 7 questions. And then you're like, oh crap, I don't know where to go.
Okay.
Most real estate agents end up telling, and we know through Brian Tracy, if you guys haven't read this book, Psychology of Selling, you need to read it. But he says in there, telling is not selling. You cannot go and tell people what to do because they know you're after a commission and not their best interest. You got to guide them to believe what's in their best interest, but they have to come up with the conclusions.
Okay. I like that. Telling is not selling.
And it is every time. The minute you go, Jose, and you knock on a door, and someone's calling me from Lakewood. The minute you knock on a door and you say, really, it's the best time in the world for you to buy. And they say, yeah, we're not really, but you really need to buy because of interest rates and because of the market and what's going on here and there. And if you don't, it's going to cost you a ton of money. What are they saying? No, I'm not going to buy.
Right. They're actually turned off.
Exactly. That's why that key question is, if I could save you a bunch of money by doing it sooner, would you consider it? Yeah, I can do that. But then they're questioning me. And I love that. That's exactly what I want. See the process that we go through? Once they start questioning you, Jose, they then give you the right to teach. And then you can start teaching them, but you don't go tell them, you teach them through questions. Hey, what do you think the real estate market's going to do? Go up or down? Why?
It's going to go up.
You tell me why. And then when they're telling me why, Jose, what are they doing?
They're giving you their perspective on what's happening.
They're selling themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you're right. They are giving me their perspective. And is their perspective right or wrong?
Right.
It's always right in their mind, right?
Always.
It's always right. Even if they're wrong, it's right in their mind, right? And if they tell you it's going to go down, once again, same question. Why do you think that?
Gotcha.
And then you're going to ask some other questions to turn their mind. So let's say I think the market's going to crash. Why do you think that? They're probably going to say because prices are too high and interest rates are too high. Okay. What do you think is going to happen when rates come down?
Well, if rates go down, there's going to be more buyers.
Okay. What happens if there's more buyers?
Multiple offers.
So-
And usually multiple offers equals above list price offers.
You know, you're right. You're spot on. He'll say you're a genius. See, and I'm always going to make them feel like they are geniuses. Tell me back in 2008, when we had that big crash, where were interest rates? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
7%.
I got into real estate after 08.
I did too. I did too, but memorize this number because you need to know it. 7%. Okay. So
7% in 2008.
what was the lowest we've ever seen in interest rates ever?
For Seattle, it was, I think, 2.5%, 3%.
Okay. You're spot on. In the history of interest rates, 2.5% to 3%. When did that happen?
That happened, memory, I'm going to say during COVID.
You got it. Yeah. A few years ago, right? 3 to 4 years ago.
Yes.
Do you think we're going to see interest rates that low again?
No.
Okay. Why don't you think that?
Now I'm trying to think why.
I love it. I love this. And see how sharp this gets you as an agent?
Yes, it's putting me on the spot. Here in Washington, we have the strongest property values, so that'll stay consistently up. I do believe interest rates will go down, but I don't see them going down the twos.
So tell me a little bit about demand, Jose. Across the United States, is there demand out there, or are people just sitting because there's so much inventory and then no one wants to buy a house?
There's a lot of demand.
Okay.
We're seeing multiple offers right now.
But explain this to me. Since 1963, 2023 was the lowest amount of homes sold across the United States. Why do you think that?
People don't want to sell because of high interest rates.
Yeah. So what happens when rates drop to a 5?
Oh, people are going to come out of the woodwork and list.
Right? So when you look at events that happened this last year, usually births are an event. Change of jobs is a big event. People that turn 65 is a big event. You guys, it's crazy when you dive into all those numbers. If you guys text me, I'll send you every one of those numbers of how many babies were born, how many people turned 65, how many job changes there were, how many marriages took place. It's insane. It's insane. There is so much pent-up demand. It's all in the millions, right? I'll just give you one hint. There were 50 million people that changed their jobs last year across the United States.
Holy snipers.
50 million people. And yet we had the lowest number of homes sold. Okay. So having statistical data, you guys, to use when you're on doors like this, number one, makes you a crazy professional. Number two, opens your mind. But you can't just sit and give statistical data. What you're using with the statistical data is you're backing up what your client says. Jose, in this case, was just telling me home prices are going to go up. Right? And then I can say, no, you're 100% right. And this is why. And then ask more questions. You should be asking 30 to 40 questions at least on every door. Do you guys have that many down? Have you memorized that many? If you haven't, we need to chat. We need to help you. Because I'm so confident, guys, when you start asking these questions, you never have to get to a close. Because in reality, they start asking you, so what's our next step? How do we make this happen? What should we do? Guys, when they're asking you those questions, they're eating out of your hand. That's when it gets fun. That's when it gets fun. So I took over the ball game here. Jose, ask more questions.
me on the spot again.
I love it. And do you know what's fun? That's probably my favorite part about coaching is I love catching people off guard, because when you get sharp, and this happens on doors too. So any of you guys coming to my Atlanta question-based selling course, you're going to see me ask 3 things. I'm going to pull someone up on stage, okay, with me that thinks they're crazy good at sales. And I'm going to say, and it's going to be a guy, and I'm going to say, I want you to sell me pantyhose. Go. Okay? Door to door, you're selling me pantyhose. Go. Why do I pick pantyhose? Are they prepared to sell me pantyhose?
To protect your skin from burning in the sun, from getting a tan.
Guess what? You did exactly what 90% of people do. 99% of people do. You immediately picked the path that I needed it for when I'm out in the sun. Okay? Is that the way I wanted to buy?
No.
You don't know, right? So initially you'll get, oh, your wife, oh, your daughter, your mother. They'll immediately start trying to think of females in your life that you could sell pantyhose to. Guess what, guys? That's not it either. You can't go after them with trying to pick the path in which you feel like they need to buy. That's why question-based selling is so important. You have to ask them the questions as to why they would buy it, what they do, how this could fit into their lifestyle. So my first couple of questions, and I don't want to give this away, so maybe I won't say, but my first couple of questions are going to be, hey, what do you like to do? What are some of your hobbies? I'm going to cast a wide net of questions so I can gather information to see what I can use to sell. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you hunt? Do you do sports? Are you athletic? Do you wear spandex? Do you notice all these different questions I'm going to ask? Are you a biker?
Question-based.
100% question-based. Because then that guides me through what to sell them. I also do, hey, you're going to sell lipstick. I'll also bring a woman up and I'm say, hey, I'm a manly man. I drive a dually diesel on a farm and have cattle. You're selling me a Mini Cooper. Go. Right?
Oh my God.
So see how this makes you think outside the box?
Yeah.
And
Completely.
if you do not get to where you can think outside the box on the doors, the first thing that happens is you pause. The minute you pause, the person behind the door takes control. The person asking the questions wins every time. Every time.
So we better have a load of questions ready to go.
And they
to,
can't,
keep them engaged.
Jose, they can't be yes or no questions.
Right.
They've got to be questions that start talking, because guess what's happening when they're talking?
They're letting me know what they want, what their needs are.
And what am I doing the whole time they're talking? Listening and formulating my next question based off of what they're saying.
There you go.
Because if you do not listen and formulate your next questions, I'll even come up with 2 or 3 while they're talking. Because then I know the steps in which I'm going to take to close them.
Very cool.
If you don't allow them to talk, you run out of things to say. And when you run out of questions to say, the ball game's over. Hey, can I get your business card? And I'm off to the next door.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That's
Gabriel, dude, you're spot on this chat. I love it. He's like, it's all about the move behind the scenes. Yes, dude, it is. 100%. It's all about what you're thinking behind and how fast you're ahead of your guys. So recording is essential for you to go back and re-listen. So I have guys bring recordings to coaching. I do one-on-one coaching as well, and that's all I want to do. I want to role play with them. I want them to bring their recordings, and I can stop them and say, why did you ask that question? What? And here's the other thing. Never ask a question you don't know how they're going to answer. That puts you in a mess, right? Because if you don't know how they're going to respond, oh crap, they went a completely different direction I wasn't expecting. Now what am I going to say? It's a game of chess, you guys. It's a game of chess. If you guys can make it to Atlanta, you need to come to this question-based selling seminar. If not, and you guys just want more help with we have just role play sessions. Reach out to me, you guys. There is a lot of really cool stuff we're doing right now to help people get to the next level because we want everybody to sell $15 million in production. That's our main goal at Real D2D is get every person to 15 million in production. Why? Because then I'll recruit a team underneath you. I'll come out to your city. I'll come to Seattle and do a question-based selling seminar. And we'll bring everybody in, recruit them, and put them on your team, and we'll grow together. My goal is to have 1,000 people in this program within the next 3 years, and we're on pace. We are killing it right now. So if you guys want to take advantage of this, please reach out to me, text me how I can help you. I'll get on a call today and we can game plan where you're at, what you want to accomplish. So Jose, I'm going to call you right after this call. But what other questions do you have while we're here?
I guess for someone like me that hasn't gone door knocking, my first step is that going over your material, learning and role playing actively, and then setting up a plan to go do it.
I'm going to give you my script. Are you ready?
Sure.
Hey, my name's Jose. I work for EXP. I don't know which brokerage you're with. Did your neighbors tell you I was going to stop by and see you? Why do I ask that question?
It throws them off.
It's a pattern interrupt.
Takes their guard down.
Yes, they had no clue I was going to ask them that question. They're thinking I'm going to hit them with a sales question immediately, and it also builds credibility. Why would the neighbors ask if I was going to come by and see them? So it's a complete pattern interrupt. They're going to say no 90% of the time. Okay, I get this question all the time. What if they say which neighbor? So I'm just going to fill this right now for everybody. Just say, hey, I don't have an exact neighbor I'd tell you, but I provide so much value in neighborhoods. Most of the time, neighbors are calling neighbors saying, hey, when Duane comes by, make sure you open the door. He's got some crazy cool stuff to talk to you about. That's it. That's it.
Cool.
Okay. So then the next question, and I'm almost through my pitch. So did your neighbors tell you he's going to come by and see you? They say no. Have you ever thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? They say no or yes. Guess what, guys? There's the pitch. Do that on every door, and then question-based sell the rest.
Oh, wow.
So as long as you know that, Jose, you need to go start knocking today. Okay?
Buying and selling.
My name's Jose. I work for said brokerage. Did your neighbor say he's going to come by and see you? Have you ever thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? And you should be in townhomes and condos. If you start with that pitch, then question-based sell from there. Game over, my man.
Sweet.
Game over. And if you'll knock enough doors, you will close somebody this week doing that. I can guarantee you that. If you will knock enough doors, it does not matter how good your pitch is, you will close somebody this week. I tell my agents on my team and in my coaching, 250 contacts a week is the bare minimum. I've got a guy in Singapore that I coach, and he's a stud. Hard to understand his English, and he's in a completely different culture. I've never been to Singapore, right? The guy started knocking 600 contacts a week, and he calls us after 2 months of doing it and goes, I've got so many listings every week. I don't know how to keep up. Do I stop knocking doors?
That is awesome.
And I'm like, let us teach you about systems. Now let's talk about systems and how we can help you still go and take 50, 100 listings and still build a massive team to help you take care of it. So guys, it's all about the systems. It's all about getting out and knocking and asking the right questions and getting better with each door. So record yourself nonstop. And when you do it, I can help you with your objections. I can help you when they say this, when you don't know what to say, write it down, and then call me, text me. But Jose, we'll chat after this call. Any other questions?
That's it for me.
You're the man, dude.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you jumping on here today.
All right. Take care.
See you. Bye. Any others want to jump on? Any other questions, you guys? If you want to jump on. We'd love to field any other questions. This has been awesome, you guys. We've had a lot of attendance here today. It's really been cool. I'm going to put in the chat. RealD2D.com is my website if you want to check that out. RealD2D events is when I'm going to be traveling all over, you guys. We're going to start hitting up the tour with agents that have hit that 15 million mark. So I'm going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to be in Texas and Dallas area. I'm going to be in California, LA area. So guys, there's lots of opportunity for me to get in front of you guys and help you. But honestly, it's going to take you time. So even if you come to this, you're going to walk away with pages and pages and pages of notes, but you're not going to catch it. You'll want to catch the next event and the next event as you continue to sink this question-based stuff in. As you can see, I told you before, it's a process you have to learn. But guys, I would love to help you. Anybody that has questions, that wants to chat with me just one-on-one, my phone number's in here, 801-243-4544. If you want our free listing presentation, text me your email address, and I can get that sent out to you today. But guys, this has been awesome. We went longer than I expected, but I appreciate you guys being here. I've already had a few people text me. Love to chat with you in a more personal setting and see where you're at, how much real estate you're selling, and where we're going to get you. So Gabriel, appreciate you being on here, and hope you guys have a massive day. Text me as soon as you get your first sale. I want to know when you guys go out and try this and you get your first deal. That makes me stinking crazy happy. So make sure you reach out. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day. We'll see you.